representing our school at this important conference that deals with global issues that impact us all.
Hi, I'm Julie.
And I'm Alex.
And we are 2th 12th graders from Hudson High.
And this is our UNESCO project.
Both of us are first-generation Americans, with our parents coming from Brazil.
This year, we were selected to represent Hudson in the annual UNESCO conference in Portugal. UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization.
6 people from the U.S. are chosen from 3 schools, along with students from schools in Brazil, Portugal, Spain, Germany, Italy, Andorra, and Galicia.
In the past, Hudson representatives have worked with UNESCO to address crises involving deforestation, climate change, and oceans.
Unfortunately, because of the worldwide pandemic, this year's conference will be virtual. This year's crisis is child labor, economy versus ethics, how to eliminate child labor to create a more sustainable future.
To start off, we want to define child labor as the use of children in industry or business, especially when illegal or considered inhumane.
We are focusing on the idea of third world child labor and the ethical dilemmas pertaining it.
As the world has become more competitive and globalized, we have seen an emergence of child labor in the form of sweatshops and textile factories.
These work environments entail horrible conditions, long hours, low wages, an overall waste of human potential, and a continuance of the cycle of poverty.
This is Maria. She has to travel 2 hours every day to get to her factory in order to dye denim. This denim then goes to the store in which you buy. And by the way, the manufacturing process of dyeing denim is extremely hazardous.
Did you know that there are more than 152 million child workers in the world? That is more than the population of Portugal, Germany, and Italy combined.
Just so you understand the gravity of the situation, 73 million of those children are working in hazardous conditions, like Maria.
Former child laborers are much more likely to have only primary education or less, and children who work before the age of 15 are more likely to have a low-paying job.
Making these connections, it's easy to see how child labor is a critical part in the cycle of poverty.
It may be hard to hear, but we are the consumers of child labor.
Remember that coffee you drank this morning?
Maybe. Well, what about those sneakers you're wearing right now?
Hey, don't think I didn't see you eating that Hershey bar.
We don't like to think of it, but a lot of things we consume and use in our daily lives comes from the toil of child labor.
Okay, so why don't we just get rid of it altogether?
Wait, hold up. It's not as simple as it seems. Child labor provides children and families with an additional option. Many people don't think of it as a choice, but the large majority of instances in child labor are not forced. Taking away child labor may be taking away a child's best option.
Wait, you're right. Making 60 cents an hour with horrible conditions and long hours may sound horrible, but to many kids, it's better than working 30 cents an hour as a subsistence farmer, having barely enough food to survive.
And also, child labor has provided the incentives to allow third world countries to enter global markets and better their economy and livelihood over time.
Basically, because of these extremely low wages, international industries, like the textile industry, have utilized lower manufacturing costs, boosting third world countries' economies.
Taking away the incentives of low wages, which comes with child labor, would eliminate tons of jobs.
Considering this, instantly eliminating child labor would not lead to a sustainable future and would lead to a continuance in the cycle of poverty.
Well then, what the heck are we going to do for this project?
Wait, it's okay. First, we have to address the reasons why it's happening. Instead of going to school and bettering their future job opportunities, children are forced by unfortunate circumstances to go into child labor and neglect vital education.
I'm starting to see how this is a cycle. Remember Maria? The reason why she was stuck in child labor was because her parents weren't able to complete their education. In the future, Maria's children will most likely face the same issue and end up in child labor as well.
In order to break this cycle, we need to address the issues hindering their success and keeping them in poverty, such as hunger, education, gender inequalities, health and safety, and more.
Addressing these issues will provide children with better alternatives in the future, allowing them to make more than just the living wage.
Living wage?
Yes, living wage is the amount needed for an individual to maintain a certain quality of living in a given economy.
In many circumstances, children are going into child labor because their families are not making the living wage.
Yes, the ultimate goal is to eliminate child labor and create a more sustainable future with families being provided with the opportunities to earn more than just a living wage through education.
This issue may seem all doom and gloom, but there is a bright side. Countries like Vietnam, China, and Indonesia have progressed greatly in the last couple of decades because their role in international markets have been able to improve their economies.
Improved economies often means that people are provided with more opportunities, but we are still far away from eliminating child labor and creating a more sustainable future. Organizations like Build On, Rise Against Hunger, and Bread for the World work to address child labor in a sustainable way.
Rise Against Hunger is an organization that monitors international developing communities and ensures meals are distributed and used as a tool to change lives by promoting education, improving students' health and nutrition, stimulating economic growth, and fighting child labor. In normal circumstances, you can volunteer and help at a local food packaging event by them or host one in your own community.
Build On focuses on ending the cycle of poverty by actually going to third world countries and building schools with the help of many student volunteers. While traveling to another country may seem unrealistic to you, Build On has other opportunities for you to help out.
Bread for the World is an organization that hopes to end hunger by using your voice in your country. Through writing letters to Congress and voting, Bread for the World plans to address hunger through a higher power.
Donating is a wonderful tool to help address the issue, but there are many different ways you can help.
Eliminating child labor is addressing the symptom and not the cause. And if we want to create a more sustainable future, we have to focus on addressing these causes.
This pandemic has many of us feeling like a piece of our childhood has been stripped from us. But in reality, there's an international crisis that is much bigger and that has been going on for way too long.
But the first step to addressing any crisis is to bring attention to the issue and spread awareness.
So this year, we ask you to take initiative and remind people and your government about the injustices happening around the world. Promote and donate to these organizations,
So that we, as a global community, can better ourselves and each other.
And now for some entertainment news. Karaoke Cabaret Night is coming up super soon. The deadline to submit your video is Friday, January 15th. When you're ready, share your song title and share your video to me at my Google account, which is mifreest2021 at student.hudson.k12.ma.us. This is your chance to be a star, and it's a great project for the 2-week remote period. So find your favorite song on YouTube and get practicing. Cabaret Night benefits the HHS Choral Scholarship Fund, so we're very excited to keep this tradition alive. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to Miss McCullen at jmccullen@hudson.k12.ma.us. Here's Jake.
Don't miss the premiere and opening of the new virtual Writing Center. Yes, that's right. The Writing Center will be open for business starting Monday, January 11th, offering virtual meetings and tutors 3 days a week. This year's program has a new look and some new easy-to-use features. Here's Miss Wallingford with more on the story.
Hi, Hudson High. It's Miss Wallingford. I'm the Writing Center advisor, and I'm letting you know that we're opening starting Monday, the 11th. Here's some more information about how to get in touch with us. The Writing Center's website, you can get to it right from Hudson High School's website. We're going to go to students, clubs and activities, and lots of great websites here. Here's the Writing Center. And here's all sorts of information about how you can find us. So the big news is that starting on Monday, January 11th, we will be open on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. You can see the times on the website. All you have to do is go to meet.google.com or click on this icon, use the nickname Writing Center, and you'll be able to conference with trained writing tutors about what you're working on. And here's something new that the Writing Center is doing this year: pen pal conferences. So if you're unable to make a live conference with a tutor, you can share a Google Doc with the Writing Center and receive feedback in the form of suggestions and questions that will help you to really think about what you're doing, whether it's at the planning stage, the drafting stage, or the revising stage. And those questions and suggestions, again, are coming from trained writing tutors who want to help make you a better writer. To start off, we are looking for 72 hours notice. So you can see on our website, we've got sort of deadlines and when you can expect to receive your draft back. So here's how this works. Once you have a doc that you want to get some advice on, you click the share button up here. and you're going to click that you want to share it with the Writing Center. You can see right here that we've got our own email account, our own drive. So it's writingcenter@student.hudson.k12.ma.us. And when you're sharing it with the Writing Center, please include a message that specifies what you need help with. So something like, I'm stuck on the introduction would be good. Once that gets sent, our Writing Center, it pops up in the Writing Center's drive, and a tutor will get on it, make some suggestions, and get it back to you. That's it. Thanks for watching. The Writing Center tutors and I hope to see you in our meets and hear from you through Google Docs soon.
Thank you for watching, and keep an eye out on HUD-TV as winter sports ramps up this week. Game schedule coming soon. Have a great day, Hudson High.